You are listening to the Empire Exchange, the podcast where we talk about energy, evolution, and intuition. I say it in a different order every time. My name is Tori. I am your host. Let's build this empire together. All right, so this is for the week of the 2nd through the 9th. So let's see what's going on astrology wise for you. We're still in Capricorn season, so that's always nice. Obviously, structure, discipline, responsibility. You know, you started those goals. We're going to continue those goals for the rest of the year. We have the moon. There's going to be a lot of reflection as the year just ended, so it's going to be some like past year reflections, a little bit of grounding energy, especially the first couple days of the year. Now, let's see. As far as the 2nd and the 3rd, just take it easy. Start some new routines. Start putting those routines into place. They're really good days for like organizing your schedules, your budgets, that kind of thing for the rest of the year. All right. Now, the 4th and the 5th is where your brain starts to come back. We just had the holidays. I know my brain has been lacking, but your brain starts to come back. Life starts to get a little better. Decisions are made. The 6th and 7th, that's when you start putting things into place. That's when, especially when it comes to like career and like fitness goals and financial goals, that's when you start making those things look possible. The 9th, 8th and 9th is the rise of being confident again. So it's like you feel ready to like share ideas, take initiatives, step into a leadership role within your life or somewhere else. It's time to move forward here. Now for the week, as far as relationships and love go, still in Capricorn energy. Very solid connections, very mature connections. A lot of clarity happening. I don't really see anybody like dating this week, but it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. I mean, it's always a possibility. If you find shit, you find shit. But but it's a good week to like set those boundaries and put them in place. And don't fold. As far as career, it's a very, very strong week to start setting those goals and moving forward. All right, now I do have a mantra for the week, and it goes, I build my future with consistent, intentional action. I build my future with consistent, intentional action. I build my future with consistent, intentional action. All right, now for the psychic reading for the week, I also just did a video, so if I seem a little, my energy's a little slow, that's because I can't be doing 2 videos back to back. We gotta start spreading them out. But like I said, I do see a lot of you doing some. Excuse me. A lot of you doing some of those like extracurricular activities as far as like going to the gym, setting for your future. I see somebody having an idea that they're about to start something new or place something new or just overall new beginnings is the vibe here. My year reading I just did, the bonus episode for last season. Yes, we are now on season 2. It was all about new beginnings and things to begin, and that just stood out to me. Things to watch out for. Don't be overly hard on yourself, and don't overload your schedule too fast. So those things could be happening. Well, let's see what the tarot says for next week. Hope everybody had a beautiful New Year's. Yes, I also had a beautiful New Year's. We start out with the Sun. We get this card a lot in the what's called reading. Now the sun is beautiful energy. That just means a happiness, you know, things moving in the right direction, manifestations, putting those things in motion. Knight of Pentacles. You could be working on something financial that is going to pay off in the future. It may not pay off right this minute, but it will pay off in the future. What else we got, Spirit? We have two. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. This is an opportunity. Like starting some new opportunity. Thinking about some new opportunity. Working towards a new opportunity. Pentacles into Earth energy. So you could have Capricorn in your chart. Or you could be a Capricorn. Oh, we have the King of Pentacles on the bottom. For people who classify themselves as feminine, who are looking for another person, this could be financial daddy. But if you are already in a connection, it's just, you know, your man is being your man. They're being the father if they're a father. They're being the husband if they're a husband. The boyfriend if they're a boyfriend. Probably making a little extra money. Maybe they have an opportunity they want to share with you. But it's definitely an opportunity here. An opportunity to move forward. You're manifesting this opportunity. The Hanged Woman. I had to see if it was in reverse. The Hanged Woman is in the upright. So I do think that this is something that you may feel stuck in, or you may feel like you're stuck in a situation. I do think that whatever opportunity is coming your way, you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You are not stuck. Also, don't forget, whenever you watch these videos, that is when this message is for you. We have the Six of Swords. That's a good card. It's about conversation. You know, smoother directions, knowing what you're doing at that point. Oh, we're not gonna take all of these. Whoop. I'm gonna read that. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Let me make sure. It's in the upright. High Priestess in the upright. Here's the thing. You know that this opportunity is coming. You know what this opportunity is. It's something you manifested. But you're holding yourself back from this opportunity. Knight of Swords. Is it because you're not thinking about anything and just going for things? Is it because something isn't planned out? Or is it because you haven't found balance and there's something that needs to be closed out before you can bring this in? With justice. Zodiac signs, I see Libra. I see Leo. Pisces. Strong Pisces. I have two Pisces here. Strong Pisces and Earth signs. We have the Eight of Wands. You might get a message or an email that, you know, brings this opportunity to you. I think work is going to be more important this week. Some weeks I get love. This week I'm getting work. I think your work is going to be super important. Don't know what you do, or this could be a new job. There's an opportunity here, but I think it's going to be super important for you. Whoops, something just slid out. What is this? Oh, God. There we go. The sixth house. Do you know anything about the sixth house? That literally is your work. It's about your work and your health. I do think health is fine. I don't really see anything going crazy about anybody's health here. If you've had health concerns, I think you'll be fine. When I say be fine, it's not gonna go away. But it's not gonna murder you or anything. Yeah, the sixth house is definitely about work. There's something about work that's super significant for next week. I don't know if you're working somewhere that you don't like and you're getting a new job. I don't know if something is just going to take off for you, that is going to offer you financial success. I don't even know if you know if there's a message coming your way about something that you have already done that's going to change your life. Come on, baby. Second house. Second house is about your finances, your resources. Yeah, work is super important. You might be making some sort of a great amount of money next week for some of you, or it's giving very much. You might just be making a little extra next week. Maybe you get a bonus for some of you. Maybe go to court and get that settlement you were looking for. One more, spirit. And we have Saturn. Saturn is always long-term await. Like it has been waiting. It's been waiting for a long time. On the bottom we have the moon, and we have the fifth house. Your perception of your gifts. And the third house is communication. Communicate your gifts, because that's your creativity is where you're gonna find a lot of success. I've been preaching that all day today, especially in like my private readings. But I definitely do feel like you do have some sort of success here. Some sort of success here that's going to be very financially stable in the next like little bit. Something about Saturn. I think Saturn, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Saturn move into a different zodiac sign in this month? Is it this month or is it later this year? I'm going to look at my notes for the year. Hold on. Okay, in July, Saturn does. Oh, no, February 13th, it enters Aries. So you're at the tail end of whatever, tail end of it being in Pisces, which is a good thing for some of you, because Pisces is a very, like, dreamy sign, but Aries is action. So Pisces is the thought process, Aries is the action behind that thought process. So that makes sense. Anything else, Spirit? No? Okay. Get you some crystals. Okay. What do we got going on here? We have spiritual awakening. Someone could be having a spiritual awakening next week. We also have dreams. Somebody could be dreaming. Here's the thing, because I feel like in gratitude on the bottom, I think you're gonna be very grateful for whatever is happening. There's like some sort of opportunity that's coming your way that's gonna cause a spiritual awakening within yourself. But I also feel like you're having dreams that are pushing you towards whatever that awakening may be. So interesting. Something about a salad. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know. Maybe I just need to go chow down on something. I've been eating chocolate covered pretzels for the past month already, and it's been the absolute beautiful thing. Also, I've been eating potato chips with cheese and pepperoni, also solid. So don't ask me what's wrong with me, because I don't know. And it's not pregnancy, because you gotta have sex to do that. Anyway, let's see. What is the tea, Spirit? What is the tea for next week? Oh, we have love triangle. I do not like that. You might be in a love triangle. I hope I'm not in a love triangle, because I ain't got time. Keep your wives. Don't come to me if you got a wife. Or do. I'm joking. Come on, what's next, Spirit? What's some tea? We have running. Here's the thing. I feel like you're in an opportunity here where you can't run from it. You might have been running from it, but now you can't run from it. This is like a very fated thing. I think like this year is going to be fated for you. And then we have Forcer. So I do think this is definitely something that's fated. Somebody might be running from you as well. That could be a sidebar. They may seem unbothered, but you are becoming a queen, and you could have some car issues. You could have some car issues. I've seen that card a couple times. I don't think it's necessarily anything too bad. It's just like maybe it needs to be fixed. This says too broke to be fixed. I really hope that's not the case. But you're becoming that inner queen. Queen rising. They see this. They see this and that, and they want to come back to you. There is love here. But this person's messy. You got somebody new coming. Just focus on them. All right, let's get some advice. This one's really quick, and I'm gonna just kind of chit chat for 15 minutes, I think. Spirit, what do we have here? Be open to new opportunities. Lighten up. We had those two for the what's called reading as well. Work through your feelings. I think there's something coming your way next week that you didn't necessarily expect. Something that you're going to have to work through your feelings. You have to work through any like anxieties. Work through anything that seems like a struggle. Yeah. I feel like that's all for this one. Because I did just do a massive yearly reading, so this seems a little short. So I'm just gonna do a quick 15-minute rant report. What do I want to rant about though? Because I can rant about almost anything. So let's start with this. This year you need to work on your money. And here's why I say that, because think about it this way. You don't want no dusty son to be all up in your inbox talking about how pretty you look when they can't even amount to paying for your coffee. Not saying that you should not talk to any dusty son, but remember, if they have to hop in your inbox, they may not be the one for you. Shit, take me on a coffee date. Let me go meet you while getting that coffee. Buy me a bag of chocolate covered pretzels if you so happen to see this. Whoever my handsome sir may be. This brand, this is not a sponsored ad. This brand, these pretzels are delicious. In fact, I'm gonna have a couple right now. I have 2 bags, so. But I think it's cute, and they taste really good. Anyway, I'm sorry, you'll probably hear me munching, can't you? Anyway, I don't know. It does feel like drink some water. Here we go. Alright. Okay. So I do feel like next week is gonna be very interesting. I know, for myself, here's some dating do's and don'ts for me. It might be for you. They might be for you, so don't count yourself out. They might not be for you. But at least it gives you an idea of exactly what you want. I know for myself, he ain't got to be rich, but please take care of yourself. I'm the type of hoe that I don't want to take care of a man. I'm sorry. It's 2026. I don't have time to be taking care of him, me, and God forbid he has kids. First of all, if you got kids and no job and you're not taking care of those kids, you are not allowed to speak to me. Things happen though. If you have kids and they have a job and they're being well taken care of course, you might get an ankle up in the air, but just an ankle. Not 2, not both. What else? I'm not really sure. I didn't really plan for this to be this short, so I didn't really have anything written down to speak about. But however, we can talk about the dating crisis. No, let's not talk about dating crisis. Because honestly, I am over dating. So there's been this upswing in right-wing ideology, like on Facebook. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but it's really targeting Black people, trans people, and LGBTQ people. It's disgusting. Now, if you are here and you don't like the fact that I just said that, you honestly don't deserve to be here. So you can leave. You can leave a like on your way out if you'd like. You can leave a nasty ass comment if you want. Just don't expect it not to be rude back. But anyway, uh, we live in a society where people are allowed to voice themselves. And no, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We live in a society where it used to be freedom of speech. Everybody could speak. Everybody can do what they want. Everybody could express themselves how they like to express themselves. Now we live in a society where if you don't think a certain way, you are the demon. You are the outcast. It's funny how that works, huh? But the same people that Jesus wouldn't even, sit at a table with are the ones that are saying his name loud and proud. Followed by the N-word, because that's what they do. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying it's only, Caucasian people. I've seen a few Uncle Toms in there too. And I can't, if one thing you guys don't know about me is I cannot stand an Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom or Candace Owens. But they loved him some Candace Owens. I don't know. Candace, she's weird. Like, girl, you mean to tell me you done sat here and made an 8-video docu-series about the Macrones, about how his wife may be trans, which, like, we're supposed to care anyway. They're in France. And people are literally like, oh my God, I see it. I don't care if that lady was trans or not. Does she look trans? I don't know, because trans doesn't have a look. This is what you idiots fail to realize. Not you idiots. You know what I mean. But then she went on this whole tirade about, CK. I'm not going to say his name because, girl, bye. I don't have time for that either. But now all of a sudden she has no evidence. Girl, sit down. You met with that man. You met with that man's grieving widow that's over there. Her stage is brighter than, like, I don't know, fireworks on 4th of July. Chatting it up with Miss Minaj. Because she's another one. But, this will probably be the only video I talk about politics. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to reach 30 minutes. I don't, waste my Oculus. My Oculus clips. Credits. But we may not even get there. But either way, I hope everybody had a beautiful new year. I hope you actually started something for yourself that's going to be very beneficial for the rest of this year. I know myself, I am planning things. However, I'm learning. When you plan things, shut the fuck up. Because the more people you tell, the messier the plans get. The messier them plans get. But it's about to be a doozy. 2026. I want everybody to come back at the end of 2026 and not relay. What's the word I'm looking for? Confirm that they had a better personal year than they did last year. It looked like it was a crumb on my lip. But either way, definitely look forward to 2026. Next week is just the beginning. It is just the first official full week of 2026. Now you're in season 2 of the Empire Exchange. I'm going to learn how to add interviews at some point this year because, bitch, I'm going to speak to people. I just want to talk. But otherwise, stay beautiful, stay bold, say those beautiful things that keep you the person that you are, regardless of how you identify, how you look at yourself, how you walk through life. Remember, you always have a home here at the Empire. Now, once again, thank you for watching the Empire Exchange. If, and I mean if, I made you smile, if I gave you a little chuckle, a little ha ha, or even if you think someone needs to see this so they can start building their empire, share this video, give it a like, and leave a comment. Let's engage in the comment section. I am so sick of not speaking to y'all. It's insane. Although some of y'all are doing some nasty things while I'm speaking, but that's beside the point. We won't go there, sir, because I know you are. And I just called you out. Oops, my bad. But anyway, have a beautiful day. And I will, don't forget to follow all of my, what are those things called? What are those things called, Tori? What are those things called? Oh, socials. Empire Exchange Pod with One-E. One-E. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. YouTube will go up shortly. I just don't know how I want to do that yet, and I just gotta sit down and actually plan that out. But once again, I'm saying too much. This is what happens when you say too much. But anyway, I will talk to you all next week on the 9th. And as always, there was a key word in this one. Oh, use, what was it? Intentional. I'm gonna pull it back up because I don't know if y'all can hear the music, but I'm always jamming. Here we go. Remember, I build my future through consistent, intentional action. Consistent, intentional action. And then my pretzels decided they wanted to fall. I love you all. And as I always say, stay divine and stay royal.